I'll tell you the way that winter worked, right? So you're along the right lines, but anyway, if I came back a certain weight, I got 5 grand. So bear in mind, at the time I was on like, I don't know, 14, 15 grand or something. It was early on, so I sort of mapped it all out in my head how I was going to do it. So I thought, up till Christmas, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to play golf, play cricket the weekends, and pretty much just do what I want. Play poker. Me and Baz were at Crown Casino till 4 a.m. most mornings. We had the longest jet lag ever, didn't we, Baz? We had jet lag for 3 months because we kept going to Crown Casino. So anyway, I think it was about January time after Christmas. I went on the scales and I was like, oh my God, I was like 14 kilos off it where I needed to be. So anyway, I went on this mad diet where I'd eat like half a tin of beans for breakfast, run around this 6K lake that I lived on. I'd have like a bowl of fruit, or I don't know, a bit of watermelon or something for lunch. And then I'd walk around that lake. And then for tea, I'd have the other half a tin of beans. I did that for like, I did that for a while, to the stage where I think it got to one day where I couldn't lift my head off the pillow because I was absolutely knackered. But I lost like, I don't know, I lost like 10 kilos in 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. So I flew back and got my bonus. But yeah, wasn't the
I
best
remember
way
you were
to
in
do
bits.
it.
You were in pieces for ages.
Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. Honestly, it was. But I mean, at the time, I was like 5 grand. It's a lot of money. I'd probably still do it now, but yeah.
That's a lot of beans. It is a lot of beans.
Oh, it's a tin a day, isn't it? 7 tins a week. Half tin for breakfast, half tin for tea. It's not that. When you look at it like that, it's not that much, is it? I did it.
Don't worry. When I get up there, I'll take you for Hooters, both of you, for a few chicken wings on the Clubhouse. Don't worry about that.
So we were in a place called Belo Horizonte, which was about an hour or 2 hours north of Rio. So we'd flown in to what was our holding camp. So a number of teams were in holding camps outside of the Olympic Village. So I think we were there with some athletes, some swimmers, and yeah, we were about a week into our training. About, I'd say, 48 hours due to fly into the Olympic Village to really kickstart our Olympic campaign. Training had been going great. Everyone was excited. The usual kind of banter and laughter amongst everyone was pretty high. We were all in our Team GB kit, surrounded by flags and other athletes. And yeah, we were in the gym. I think it was probably our last gym session before we were due to fly into the village. And I was doing some single leg box jumps with some of the other guys. And as I came down on pretty much my last rep or my penultimate rep, I caught my ankle on the edge of the box and just rolled it over like that and was laid on the floor in absolute excruciating amounts of pain. And I'd experienced a pain before, but kind of not like this. And my ankle blew up and I dislocated my ankle on a box jump, and obviously was immediately rushed into one of the medical rooms, and then transport was arranged for me to be taken to the hospital that had been set up for Team GB. And there I was passed through scanners and given painkillers and stuff like that, and basically had my leg put in a cast, given some crutches and sent back to the team hotel. So I had a dislocated ankle and severe ankle ligament damage. So it was at that point, it was pretty evident to me and everybody else in the team and the management that I wasn't going to be taking any further part in the Olympics, sadly.
It's weird now, sat here kind of nearly 5 years into retirement. I don't really think about kind of cricket too much, but I've got a few nice kind of bits of kit or memorabilia around my house which bring back fond memories. And I don't actually have Sky Sports at the moment, but when those things do pop up and you go, oh my God, that was such a cool day, and that was such a fun kind of part to, thing to be a part of. It's pretty special. So, and obviously it's always spoken about by people, or it pops up on my Twitter feed now and then, or, BT Sport, old clips or whatever, Sky Sports clips. So it's hard to forget, but it was just a very special day. And to bowl Australia out for under 100 on a Boxing Day test, I'm sure it's going to be something that's always going to be remembered quite fondly by a lot of English fans.
Well, it was certainly, well, dare I say, it was a deserved achievement for someone of your caliber, really, because obviously, you know, as an opponent, obviously coming up against the fit Chris Tremlett was never the nicest prospect for a county slogger somewhere down the order. All of a sudden, the ball whizzing around your head, and like I said, you're what, 6'8", so the ball's coming down from Joel Garner-esque heights. In fairness, Halesy, I could not believe this when I read this, but 6 weeks ago, you were pretty much blamed for bringing coronavirus to Pakistan, getting the tournament shut down, and it was all blamed on you. So you've had quite an interesting 6 weeks. What have you been doing with yourself?
Mate, yeah, that was mad. I got back. I got symptoms like 2 days after I got back from Pakistan, but I went to London the day I got back. So I reckon everyone in the PSL tested negative. So thankfully, I didn't spread it all around Pakistan. I must have just got it in London. So I've had about 8 weeks now, 8 or 9 weeks of isolation. because I obviously had to do the 2 weeks. So it's been a long stint. But I'm used to it, to be honest. When you spend all your time in hotels and stuff in the winter, it's actually quite like bizarrely okay to isolate in your own house. Something I'm not used to. So just been trying to keep fit, stuff like that. Got a few gym things, been playing darts, bit of poker, dog walks. Just trying to keep busy.